China's shared bikes are getting out of hand in a lot of ways. Okay, remember guys, I made a video about China's bike sharing revolution, and you know, if you look around, they're everywhere. You can see them over here. Doesn't matter where you go in the city, you see them. People still love them. I mean, in fact, the guy's just unlocked one right behind me over here. If we take a look at him, he's probably gonna head off on his little shared bike. There's Mo-bike, right? And off he goes. So China loves these things. I see people riding them every single day. Doesn't matter where you go, there's somebody on one of these things. Doesn't matter where you go, there are one of these things, or plenty of them. And that's the problem. You see, it's the nature of China. Something comes along like Mobike, because they're the first. There was Mobike and Ofo, I think, is the other one. Something comes along, it works out, it's popular, people are using them, and all of a sudden overnight you're going to have copycats, people who think they can do the same thing. And if you look around now, there are tons of these companies. And the way they're working is, because I was thinking about it, how are these companies making money? It's so cheap. You can take one of these things and it costs 50 cents, you know, Wu Mao, for you to ride for like an hour or whatever. It's incredibly cheap. How are they making money? Well, it turns out a lot of these companies are making money by sort of putting down the fact that this is a fantastic idea, making huge amounts of money through investment in these companies, and then just kind of like taking all that money, putting the bikes out, but they don't really care because they've made all the money from the investment. And so it's kind of like a little bubble thing. At least that's what I've heard. Could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Either way, because of this phenomenon, these things are popping up all over the place. You got green ones, you got blue ones, you got yellow ones, you got, you know, you name it, they're everywhere. But it's causing a massive problem because these things are, like I said, everywhere. And they're starting to really make the city look kind of dirty because people neglect them. Now, in my original video, everyone was saying, there's nothing revolutionary about this. Europe's had these things forever, or, you know, this city or that city in America's had them. It's nonsense. Nobody's had these before. Yes, shared bikes have been around forever. Yes, they have, but they normally have a docking station. You have to use a card, or you pay at the docking station with your credit card or a special card, membership card, whatever. And then you can unlock it, and then you have to park it at another docking station. These ones you can park anywhere you want. They've got GPS chips in them, so through the app you can search to see if there's one available somewhere near you. You find the bike, and well, you know, you can see down there, you find the bike, they're literally everywhere. So the problem comes with the fact that people, I think it's probably apparent if you watch my videos, but here in China people don't really take care of things that aren't theirs. In other words, anything that's public. So the outside of buildings are generally in bad disrepair, that sort of thing. Same applies to these bikes. People don't care about them. So they ride them and they just kind of leave them wherever. They fall down, they fall over, no one picks them up. Parts get scavenged off of them. And, you know, it's starting to make the city look like a mess. Now, the city has actually gone and painted like little bicycle areas where you're supposed to leave them. But of course, you'll see like here, there's the place to park it, but they don't park it in that little bicycle area. They'll just leave it wherever it's convenient for the rider. So, you know, the last time I made a video about these bikes, everybody was really in love with them. It was a new thing. It was fantastic, convenient, the city, everybody seemed to really like them. But then things really came to a head over the Qingmingjie holiday, which is the grave sweeping day holiday. But you know, people are supposed to go sweep graves, but actually a lot of people take this time to have a day off. So everybody and their dog decided that it would be a good idea to just take one of these, you know, Mobikes or whatever, these shared bikes, and ride down to the Shenzhen Bay. And there's this really beautiful sort of cycling path next to the bay. It's like an estuary, really. And you can cycle there and look out at the mangrove and see the birds and things like that. But man, oh man, did it get hectic. I mean, I'm going to show you the footage here. People couldn't move. It was just like a massive big queue of these bikes. and and so it was just like a nightmare, and people just abandoned them there because they were like, well, I can't move anymore, so they just locked them up and abandoned them there. And you can see the aftermath here. It was just like a jungle of these bikes. It was absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, the city had to come in and get the companies to clean their bikes up and move them out of there, and they brought in trucks and moved them all away, and they now banned those bicycles, those shared bicycles, from entering the Shenzhen Bay area. And of course they're starting to crack down more and more on them. You see trucks picking them up, and if they're left in the wrong kind of areas, you'll see security guards kind of throwing them over the fences or putting them in piles, and it's, yeah, they're going to have to, or they have already started to really put some serious controls on these things, because if they don't, you know, they're just going to be everywhere. So we'll find out. I mean, I'll keep you guys up to date, but basically these bikes are becoming quite the menace in the city. They are still being used by everyone, and everyone loves to use them, but, you know, obviously city planning people and management companies and so on absolutely hate them. Anyway guys, just a quick update. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you in the next one. And until next time, you know the drill. Stay awesome.
Stay awesome. I'm from Singapore.
Awesome. I'm going to be there soon.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Stay awesome.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Stay awesome.
Absolutely. Stay awesome.